What do you think is the price to pay for fame, glory, and a massive digital billboard flashing your face in the heart of Times Square? Is it sweat, tears, or is it your entire identity? The K-pop industry looks like a neon-lit, perfectly synchronized dream from the outside, but behind closed doors, it operates with the cold, ruthless precision of a criminal syndicate. In this video, we will explore the ranks of a K-pop female singer, from the dusty, windowless basement practice rooms in Gangnam to the multi-million-dollar penthouse suites overlooking the Han River. We are going to walk you through exactly what it takes, and what it truly costs, to become an idol. You are 12 years old, maybe 14 at the oldest. You stand in a line wrapped around a concrete building in Mapo-gu with 3,000 other girls who look exactly like you. This is level 1, the raw material. You step into a sterile room and sing a 30-second a cappella of a boa song. A casting director in a tailored suit glances at you for exactly 2 seconds. He does not care about your vocal range. He looks at your jawline, the width of your shoulders, your facial symmetry. You get a phone call a week later. You sign a piece of paper that gives a corporate entity complete ownership of your physical and digital life for the next 7 to 10 years. You don't read the fine print. You are just happy someone chose you. Welcome to Level 2. You are officially a trainee. You live in a moldy 3-bedroom dorm in Nanyandong with 12 other girls. You sleep on broken bunk beds. You wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. School is a joke. You go just to put your head on the desk and sleep. By 2 p.m., you are locked in the basement practice room. You dance until your toenails turn black, crack, and fall off. You aren't allowed to have a cell phone. You aren't allowed to date. You are weighed every Friday morning in front of a mirror. If you weigh more than 47 kilograms, you are denied dinner and verbally shredded by a vocal coach in front of your peers. But the worst part isn't the physical hunger. It is the crushing debt. Every single dance lesson, every vocal session, every bowl of plain rice you consume is meticulously tallied. By your 3rd year as a trainee, you owe the entertainment company over $200,000. And you haven't even recorded a single song. You are entirely cut off from the outside world. Your parents visit once every 6 months. And you pretend everything is perfect because you cannot bear to break their hearts. You are exhausted, starving, and drowning in an invisible financial hole. But you look at the flat-screen TV in the lobby. See the senior girls stepping out of luxury vans in their custom Chanel, and you push through. You want that life. You need it. Suddenly, you make the cut. You are 20 years old. You survive the brutal monthly evaluations where your closest friends were cut, packing their bags in the middle of the night with shattered dreams. You are grouped with 4 other girls. This is level 3, the debut. You think you have finally made it, but you are actually at the absolute bottom of a brand new food chain. You are a nubu, a nobody in a suffocating sea of 400 other groups debuting this exact same year. You perform at local strawberry festivals and empty shopping mall parking lots in Busan for $50. You wear cheap, poorly stitched outfits that scratch your skin, dancing on improvised stages made of flimsy plywood. Sometimes, the music cuts out completely, but you keep singing, smiling through the sheer embarrassment. That money goes straight to the company to pay off your mountain of trainee debt. Your personal bank account sits at absolute zero. You sleep 3 hours a night sitting upright in a moving Kia Carnival van. You smile until your facial muscles spasm. You stand in the freezing rain in Myeongdong, handing out cheap flyers, begging strangers to listen to your debut single. Your company buys thousands of your own albums in bulk to artificially inflate the charts. It is an open secret called Sajayagi. You know your initial success is a manufactured lie, and you start to wonder if selling your soul was a massive mistake. Then, a calculated miracle happens. A fan cam of you slipping on a wet stage but continuing to perform flawlessly goes viral. 10 million views overnight. This pushes you into level 4. The breakthrough. Suddenly, your manager's phone won't stop ringing. The company moves you to a highly secured dorm in Cheongdam-dong. You aren't eating cheap convenience store ramen anymore. You're shooting lucrative brand sponsorships for fried chicken and cosmetics. You hold your first real paycheck. It is only about $3,000 after the company takes its massive 70% cut and pays down your remaining debt. But to you, it feels like millions. You buy your mother a Louis Vuitton bag. The adrenaline is incredibly intoxicating. You are recognized on the neon-lit streets of Hongdae. People scream your name, but the schedule becomes deadly. You sleep for maybe 20 minutes at a time in the makeup chair while stylists violently yank at your hair. You are working 21 hours a day. Music shows, grueling variety programs, and fan sign events. At these fan signs, a guy in his 40s hands you a plushie with a hidden micro camera inside its eye. You know it's there, the managers know it's there, but you smile, hug it, and say thank you, because he bought 2,000 of your albums just to sit across from you for 60 seconds. Your skin crawls, but you play the twisted game. You realize that your product isn't your music. Your product is the illusion of availability. You power through the exhaustion and finally hit level 5. The IT girl. You are 24 years old and you absolutely dominate the culture. Your face is plastered on the side of city buses, on green soju bottles, on giant LED screens in Tokyo and New York. You sign a massive, multi-million-dollar global ambassador deal with a French luxury fashion house. You are invited to the Met Gala, sitting next to Hollywood A-listers who don't understand the invisible cage you live inside. Your personal bank account finally hits 7 figures. You buy a penthouse in the ultra-exclusive UN village with pure cash. You have arrived, but this is exactly where the air gets suffocatingly thin. You can no longer walk outside. You can't go to a convenience store at midnight. Saucings, obsessive, terrifying stalkers, camp out in your underground parking garage. They bribe telecom workers just to get your private phone number. They hack your flight itineraries and book the seat directly next to you when you fly to Los Angeles for a fashion show. You wake up at 3 a.m. to 20 missed calls from blocked numbers. You find an Apple AirTag taped under the wheel well of your car. The initial excitement of fame is completely gone. It is replaced by a gnawing, constant, and sickening paranoia. You push through the fear and reach the absolute summit. Level 6. The icon. You are virtually untouchable to the general public, but entirely trapped in your own luxurious reality. You have millions of dollars, but absolutely zero personal freedom. Then, you make a fatal mistake. You fall in love. A completely normal, human thing to do. You sneak around in the dead of night, meeting another famous idol in the dark basement parking lot of your building. You sit in his tinted Mercedes for an hour just to hold hands and feel somewhat normal. But the paparazzi are always waiting. A major media outlet drops the high-definition photos on New Year's Day. The world explodes. You didn't commit a real crime, but you broke the cardinal rule of the idol industry. You ruined the fantasy. Your carefully curated good girl image is shattered in a matter of seconds. News anchors discuss your moral character on national television as if you committed treason. Fans literally burn your photo cards outside your company headquarters. They send black funeral wreaths to your lobby. The company's stock prices plummet instantly. The senior executives pull you into a cold glass boardroom. They don't yell at you. They just look at you with cold, calculating disappointment. You are forced to write a humiliating, handwritten apology letter, begging for forgiveness for the absolute sin of dating. You realize, with bone-chilling clarity, that you are not a human being. You are just an asset, a high-yield bond, and your value just rapidly depreciated. The brutal aftermath of the scandal pushes you into level 7. The decline. You are pushing 29 now. In this hyper-fixated industry, that makes you an absolute relic. Your company quietly debuts a brand new girl group. They are 16, fresh, incredibly hungry, and they live in your old dorm. The budget for your next music video is suddenly slashed in half without any explanation. Your solo promotions are delayed indefinitely. Your CEO stops returning your calls, delegating you to a junior manager who barely looks you in the eye. You realize you are being aggressively phased out. You watch the new girls win the awards you used to win, singing the songs that were originally written for your group. You are invited to shows not as the main event, but as the veteran guest to boost the new generation's credibility. It feels like attending your own funeral. The public moves on to the next shiny object. It happens in the blink of an eye. The stalkers eventually stop calling. The massive fan sites close down and stop posting your photos. The silence inside your sprawling UN Village penthouse becomes deafening. You try to pivot into acting. You try hosting variety shows. But the phantom limb of screaming stadiums and blinding camera flashes haunts your every move. You start medicating just to fall asleep. You drink expensive whiskey to forget the crushing pressure that used to suffocate you. And tragically, you now drink because you deeply miss the weight of it. You look in the bathroom mirror and realize you don't actually know who the person looking back at you is. You gave her to the public a decade ago. And they didn't give her back. The life of a K-pop idol is a brilliant, terrifying supernova. You trade your precious youth, your basic privacy, and your autonomy for a fleeting, intoxicating moment of godlike worship. You make the insane money. You wear the diamond crowns. And you walk the red carpets. But the invisible strings attached to your limbs never truly sever. They just get handed off to different puppet masters. It is a spectacular, money printing machine built entirely on psychological and physical human sacrifice, operating right in front of our eyes in crystal clear high definition. If you were handed that binding contract at 14 years old, knowing exactly how this story ends, would you still sign your name on the dotted line? Let me know what you truly think about this brutal reality down in the comments section. Have you ever noticed these dark cracks in the polished image of your favorite groups? I really want to hear your perspective. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the dark side of entertainment. Remember, behind every glittering stage, there are always shadows. Stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.